A cold morning breeze slipped through the cracks of the small workshop as Omar tightened his scarf and pushed open the door. He had worked here for 3 years and complained for exactly that long, every single day. The machines were too old. The manager was unfair. The hours were too long. The pay was too little. He repeated these lines so often that even the new workers learned them within a week. One evening, after another exhausting shift, Omar sat outside rubbing his sore back and cursing the workload. Nearby, the old cleaner, Musa, swept the ground slowly and quietly. He had worked there for almost 20 years, always calm, always steady. You never get tired, Omar snapped. Musa paused, smiled gently. I get tired, but I don't complain. Easy for you to say, Omar muttered. My life is harder. Musa's eyes sharpened. Son, you think I don't have problems? I'm older than you. My knees hurt every day. But I learned something long ago. Complaining drains more energy than work. Omar frowned. What does that even mean? Musa tapped his chest. When you complain, your mind gets heavy. Your body slows. Your day becomes longer. The work stays the same, but you become weaker. Before Omar could respond, Musa added softly, Try it. 30 days. No complaining. Just observe what changes. Omar laughed at the idea, but Musa's calmness bothered him. It made him realize how much noise he created about everything. The next morning, Omar walked into the workshop as usual. A machine was jammed. Normally, he would shout. This time, he took a breath, fixed it quietly, and moved on. By afternoon, he felt lighter, not happier, but less drained. Day after day, he tried again. Some days he failed. Some days a complaint escaped before he even noticed. But each time, he forced himself to start over. By the second week, something unexpected happened. Tasks finished faster. His shoulders felt less tense. Arguments stopped. He even noticed how much time he used to waste complaining. By the third week, his manager pulled him aside. Omar, you've changed. You're faster, more focused. What happened? Omar gave a small smile. I stopped fighting the work. I stopped feeding the problem. By the last week, even his home life shifted. He didn't enter the house angry. He stopped shouting at his kids. He wasn't snapping at his wife. He suddenly had energy to help, to talk, to simply sit in peace. On the 30th day, he found Musa sweeping the same corner. I understand now, Omar said quietly. It wasn't the work that made life heavy. It was my attitude. Musa nodded. Life gives more energy to those who don't waste it complaining. For the first time in a long time, Omar smiled sincerely. 30 days changed my work, and maybe my whole life. The old man patted his shoulder. When you stop complaining, you don't just become a better worker. You become a stronger human. Omar looked around the workshop. Nothing had changed. The machines were still old. The hours were still long. The workload was still the same. But Omar wasn't the same. His peace didn't come from an easier life. It came from a stronger mindset, because sometimes life doesn't improve. You do.